Hi, my name's Helen and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. New here then, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hellspell, hello. So, today's video is a Wallis haul. And I don't think I've ever done a Wallis haul. I think I did a Wallis Christmas jumper haul, but I don't think I've done a Wallis clothing haul. Maybe I have, I don't know. I've done so many now, I can't remember. Mum always says, oh, you keep churning them out, don't you? I'm like, yeah, that's kind of my job now, Mum. That's what I do. But what I hadn't realised, I'll be honest, when I ordered from Wallis, I hadn't realised that it's actually all under the Debenhams umbrella, which is under the Sports Direct umbrella. And you may be familiar with Sports Direct. They can be quite difficult when it comes to returns and refunds. So I am hoping that I don't have a problem there, but it's always something to be mindful of. And Wallis was always such a stalwart brand on the high street. I didn't really give it any thought, to be honest. I just thought, oh, that'll make a change. I saw a couple of nice bits and ordered them. But they have all come from Debenhams. And I think there's one Roman item in there as well. I don't know, they're all piled on the bed ready to be tried on. A couple of bits do look really nice actually. So I'll be getting on with that very, very shortly. As usual, thank you for all your lovely support and comments and you know, the community that we have here on this channel. I'm sure other channels are similar. Can you believe how long my hair has got? I honestly, it just grows so quickly. I guess I'm lucky, but it's getting harder and harder to kind of put curls in it because it's got so long. But I am having it cut soon, so I can't wait actually. So is there anything else? I don't think so. Everything's absolutely fine. I mean, there's still a lot of people in the family who are not too well. Actually, in the family, Rob's fine, my mum's fine. But, you know, it just seems to be one thing after the other at the moment. And you know what I'm going to do? Well, you don't. I don't know. I am going to, right now, say cheers to... I've told you about her before, a lady called Sheila, who was actually one of my friends' mums. And I got to be friends with her in my own right. You know, I used to go and see her. I did mention her once before because she fell down the stairs a couple of years ago and broke her leg in 3 places. And she had a knee replacement anyway. There were several complications and I'm very, very sad to say that she has passed away. She got an infection and she couldn't beat it and she passed away, and she used to watch every single video that I put out. So I just like to say cheers, Sheila, and it was lovely knowing you, and it was a privilege to be your friend and learn so much about your incredibly interesting life. Her husband died about 4 years ago, so my friend's dad died about 4 years ago, and when I went to his funeral, I have to say I had never heard a more amazing eulogy. That man's life was incredible. He was in the army, they'd lived all over the world, and he had worked his way up from, you know, just like bottom level right through. I can't remember what he ended up as, but a pretty senior officer in the army. And as a result, she'd lived all over the place. So she'd just drop in, you know, when I was in Kenya, when I was in Japan. And for a lady that, you know, don't ever underestimate elderly people, because boy, they've got some stories to tell. And I remember when I went to her husband's funeral, as I say, about 4 years ago now, I think. And the chap next to me said, oh, how did you know Dennis? And I said, oh, I'm friends with his daughter. And he said, the first time I met Sheila, she was standing on a mantelpiece in the mess room in Nairobi. And because she was only a little lady, and to see what she wanted to see, she'd actually climbed up and was standing on the stone mantelpiece. And I thought, well, that's a life well lived. So I'm glad she's out of pain, but I will miss her. So to Sheila, and I've lost a subscriber. Joking. Anyway, today's haul, I'll get on with it. Looks to be some nice pieces. A couple of pieces, I'm not sure of the quality, but as ever, there is only one way to find out, and I'll do that now. So the first thing I've got on is this faux suede skirt and this rather nice chocolate brown jumper. All over them, they've got these labels, which I daren't take off because they won't accept them if that tag isn't there. Which, there's one on the zip that I was really scared I was going to pull off while I was doing it up. So I got this jumper in a large, and it's polyester, acrylic and nylon. It feels quite nice, actually, I will say. It doesn't feel kind of man-made, which obviously it is. Hasn't got those ridiculously long sleeves, just a straight sleeve, no ribbing. And then it's got this unusual kind of fold at the front, which is quite nice. And then I'll show you the back. And the skirt I got in a 16. The jumper, this jumper I paid 27, so I must have had a discount code or something on there because it's showing it as more now. But they've got discounts online as well. And as I've said a million times, it is worth setting up an email account just for this kind of thing if you don't want them going into your regular email account. Although I've got Gmail, Google Mail, and you can set that up so all my promotions go into another folder. And equally, it will say you haven't opened those for a while. Do you want me to unsubscribe? So, you know, it's quite efficient. I know it's a pain to get all these messages through, but you know, sometimes, I mean, I think I must have got like 30% off of these. So the jumper I paid 27 and the skirt I paid 31.50. Now the skirt, I've got like real suede boots on and the skirt is faux suede, and I would say I don't think you can really tell that the skirt is not real. I mean, you'd probably only tell because the fact I'm wearing it. Because obviously if it was real suede, that would be an expensive hobby if it got anything on it. You know, you'd have to have it professionally dry cleaned, and I do avoid that. So I will show you, this is, as I say, this is a large, and it's fairly generous large. It's not a skimpy large. And I think they do quite a large, like, you know, they cover quite a few sizes. So, and then the interesting thing about this is this tie at the back, which I have just kind of looped over. And the fabric is reasonably heavyweight, so it hangs nicely. And then the skirt, as you can see, I think it looks pretty good actually. It's a 16 and it fits quite well, although it is pulling. But I haven't got tights on. Just a pair of tights would be all I would need, is to give it that little bit of, you know, extra sort of slip that would work. So I haven't pulled tight. I can easily get the waistband done up, but I can't pull it tight because I'm terrified of pulling this label off, which would be a disaster, because I haven't decided if I'm keeping it or not. But, you know, so for under £60, I think I've got a fairly respectable, nice looking outfit. I did mention at the beginning about the returns, and that's another reason to always use a credit card to buy these things, because if there is any problems, then the credit card will step in and refund me if I have any problem with the store. So that's the first two pieces. What else have I got? A coat, a dress, a nice dress, and another kind of Coatigan, which I'm rather fond of actually. I saw a friend in a Coatigan a few years ago and I got obsessed with it. I mean, I've definitely got a screw loose because I searched high and low for a similar thing and I couldn't find it. It was a really big, cozy Coatigan, and it was kind of, wasn't smart, but it wasn't kind of sloppy either. It just looked, I don't know, I just wanted it. And when I do that, I get so obsessed. It's really crazy, but there we are. That's who I am, too old to change. So I'll put the dress on now, show you that, and then I will show you the two Coatigans. But you know what's quite nice about Wallis is they've got a few different bits and pieces in there. They have an awful lot of man-made fibres in there, so if that's not your thing, then it probably isn't your thing at all. But equally, they have some things that are a little bit different to what you see on the high street. And I know that Wallis was my go-to when I was younger at work. It was Wallis always for wedding outfits and smart clothes, but sadly they're no longer on the high street, so it is all online, which I know not everybody likes to do. Now this I really like. This is, I got this in a large, and obviously it's a dress. I paid $53.44, so that was obviously reduced because nothing ever ends in 44. But it is rather nice, isn't it? I like the detailing. I'm not sure if I could have gone a bit smaller actually. Oh, it's difficult, this getting the size right thing, isn't it? And they've got it in small, medium, large and extra large. And actually at the moment it's £45, which I think for this dress is pretty good. They call it khaki, and it is completely man-made fibres, but it feels nice, you know, it doesn't feel, like when you put it up like that, it does look a bit shiny, but that's because I've got the light right behind. And it has got some nice details. It's got this long ribbed cuff here with the stripes here, and then you'll see the stripe at the bottom as well. I have kept my boots on with it. And if I remember, they had it, oh yes, they've got it in navy. They've got it in black with camel. And yeah, they've got it in loads of colourways. They've got it in one with bright pink edging, which is rather nice as well. Oh, it's burgundy. Oh, I like that one with the bright pink edging. And then I'm still using that Cooper browser extension, and it's just come up and said, I found a better price, which is £12 cheaper, which would bring it down to £40. Because funnily enough, the burgundy one is $52.50. So it does depend on the colourway. Obviously, they've done it on a, what they call it, dynamic pricing. So the more popular ones, they've kept the price higher. You see that a lot now. Anyway, I'll show you the full length. I think it's really nice. It's so easy to wear. It's, you know, just throw it on. I mean, you can literally wear this any day of the week. Pair of tights and shoes or boots like I've got on, and you've got your outfit sorted, and it does look very smart. I'm quite taken with it. Quite taken with it. It's nice. See the way the rib is done. It's actually it's not, the knit isn't going down, it's going across, which is how they've managed to get that. Can you see what I mean? It's a little bit different, isn't it? It's got a nice weight to it, so it's hanging very nicely. I do rather like it, but I might try it in a medium, because as somebody said, you might find that the sleeves are long on everything because the shoulders are not in the right place. If you bring the shoulder up, the sleeves are a bit shorter, which is worth bearing in mind. It's not tight anywhere, and it's quite forgiving with the pleats. So I am quite taken with it. But now I will go and get the first of the coats and put it on over this to show you. So I'm showing you this coat first. I'll show you up close so that you can see the embroidery here. And it is 100% polyester. So it's a dress coat. It's not to keep you warm. But I don't know, I say I haven't tried it on yet. So this was, I paid $77.40 and it's still $77.40 and it's got every size from 8 to 22. But as I say, it's not heavyweight. And this is part of the Wallis collection, which I think is their kind of, I won't take the paper off the buttons on the sleeves because I don't know if I'm keeping it yet. And it, you know, I'll try and protect it for the next person. It's very, very spacious. As I say, this is 16, but I think that's how it's supposed to be. So it's got the two pockets here, and it, I don't know, it is big. I mean, it's really big. What do I describe it as? Versatile day to evening, sophisticated, regular, comfortable layering fit. Maybe they mean you can get a big jumper under it, but I could virtually get another person under it. So I think if I was to keep it, I would go smaller because it just feels a bit like it's drowning me here. You see, all of this is a bit big, especially for a dress coat, because you don't want to feel like you're being drowned, do you? Well, I don't. I don't know. It's not huge around here. I mean, it's plenty big enough, but it's not huge around my hips. But the top half is very big. I mean, yeah, there's a 4-inch, you know, crossover there, and at the top it's about 6-inch. So this is a 16, as I say. So just be aware of that if you're looking to buy it. It's probably mid-calf. I'm 5'6", but it is very smart. I mean, this would be lovely for a wedding or something where, you know, your coat is going to be kind of, you know, if it's a church wedding, you've got to wear a coat over the top of whatever it is you're wearing. It does fit that bill, I would say, at a very reasonable price, actually. £77. It should be 129, so it's a fair saving. So I do like it. I really don't need it. I mean, you know, I've got so many coats now, it's quite ridiculous. I've got to add those to the vintage pile. Now this Coatigan is so lightweight. I mean, really, I don't know how you could really call it a Coatigan because it's got no warmth to it whatsoever. And it is made from acrylic and polyester. So it is really, really lightweight, and it does feel it. It doesn't feel quality, I'll admit, but I do kind of like the design of it. I actually got this in a petite because they didn't have the regular sizing, and I wanted to try it. So it's catches your eye, doesn't it? It's a chevron pattern, and this is actually Roman. So, I mean, this would be quite nice over, you know, jeans or black trousers, something. This would be an ideal kind of shopping coat because you often don't need, you know, that's the problem, isn't it? You go shopping and it's cold outside, and then you go inside and it's too warm. So it's not lined or anything, which you wouldn't expect. Has got pockets, and this is just £30, so it's not expensive, but you know, you have to, it's still £30. If you're never going to wear it, it's still a lot of money. So this is petite, as I say, and it's just on my knee. I'm 5'6", but with trousers, this would actually be a really good length. And I think as well, I actually got this. Yeah, this is a 14, so I don't think they had many left, but you might find it on the Roman website. They still only got a 14 in it, actually. And it was reduced from 45 to 30. So I don't know what you think. It's just a throw on, really. It's just kind of a layer. It's certainly not a coat. it wouldn't fulfill that brief, but it does give you quite a nice like jazz up to a plain pair of trousers or jeans. So that's it. It's not huge, but I just thought if you hadn't looked at Wallis in a while, it might be worth kind of reintroducing them to you, or you to them. I'm not sure which way around. I like the dress a lot. I'm actually going to look at the other colourways and see. I'm a little bit concerned that on washing it might lose its shape because there isn't an awful lot of body to it. But then again, you're wearing it indoors, you don't necessarily want a heavy knit, do you? Oh, I don't know. You can go round and talk yourself in circles, can't you, really? But anyway, that's my Wallis haul in my haul. No idea what I'm doing next. It's all cranking up for Christmas. Be here before we know it. And the weather is really chilly today. That's my weather update for the day. Anyway, thanks as ever for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.